is the Going On Daily Live morning show. Sorry
We're here,
we are
Ron.
so
We're
late.
here.
Let me tell you the adventures that I have.
We made it.
I can't even make this stuff up. I can't make this up. Like,
It-
Restream decided, hey, we're not letting you on today. We're not letting you go live. We want you to waste 45 minutes in a chat room with a bot getting pissed off. And it logs me out, so I can't talk to them anymore.
I can't believe that.
And I go back in
They
because
logged
they
you
still
out
have...
because they were in there in the back end doing coding, and so
Yes.
they had to log you out.
Yeah. So I log back in because I'm now more furious than ever. And I tried to go back into the chat, and it worked. So, and I'm just so sick of the same BS sob story that they get. Oh, I know how you must feel. No, you don't. You don't.
You're like, this is my life, people.
I'm so
between
angry.
that and like my anger and distaste for Microsoft.
Oh yeah.
So
Try to get in touch with them. It's like Facebook.
We're like Facebook.
This is what they do, folks. They screw with you, and I feel like I got to drop an F-bomb.
Do it.
Because it is just like
Were you
Lethal
gonna
Weapon
I was
with
gonna
Joe
say that!
Pesci. They fuck you in it.
It's exactly what I was.
So sorry about PG-13 today, folks.
It ain't happening. Yeah. They screw you in the drive-through.
All right, so we got a great
We
show
do
today.
I'm excited for your top 5.
Oh.
I'm ready.
Let me tell you, today's show is going to be massive. It's going to be one of the best shows we've ever had. And when you have myself as animated as I am right now, it's going to be a great show.
It's gonna be a good one.
I should have what boils my water segment, but that's a whole nother issue. What boils my water?
Oh, top 5.
All right, but we're going to start out with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yes.
It is Chocolate Week. Oh, and today is Season 3, Episode 24, Ron and the Chocolate Factory. Got the little Oompa Loompa here. Ron and the Chocolate Factory.
Ron and the Chocolate Factory. So, okay, first off, let's just go into some movie, critiques here. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, or the Willy Wonka with Johnny Depp. Or
No. See, you're getting it confused. Gene Wilder is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Johnny Depp is Charlie
and the Chocolate. Okay, you're right. And then what was I didn't see it.
Wonka. Great movie.
The Timothy Chalamet?
Yes, Timothy Chalamet was awesome. He brought out the essence of Gene Wilder.
Nice. So was he was it a younger version? Was it
it was a prequel.
Like a prequel.
Yep.
Interesting. But it was good.
Fantastic.
Well, then I need to watch it. I have not watched it.
It has that magical feel like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and he channeled Gene Wilder in that.
I love that.
He did such a fantastic job.
Yeah. Like I love Tim Burton and Johnny Depp, and when they create, interesting and kind of put little quirky spins on it, nothing will replace the original.
No, nothing will. And in fact, I hated Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with Johnny Depp. I paid for that movie.
It was
creepy. And it was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad.
It was not, like I said, it had like a little bit of some humor, but I don't know.
It's like trying to redo Wizard of Oz. You can't do it. It's
Can't do it.
impossible.
And if you try,
You're going to fail.
right. And I appreciate the Wicked, like because I love Wicked and how they've kind of done that as the prequel. I hope it doesn't lead to somebody to continue on and make the Wizard of Oz remake. I think they need to just let that go.
And in fact, I was disappointed in Wicked, and I didn't watch the second one because of it.
Oh, see, I love the first one, but I heard so many bad reviews of the second one that it just, I don't know. I was like,
it was just off. I don't know what it was about it. I don't think it was
too long. They could have,
Well, that too, and I just the storyline. I get the storyline. I get what they tried to do. I just don't like it. I don't like it. I think it was. I don't know what it was. I really don't know. I don't know why I don't like it. I just don't like it. I don't know if it was the music in it. It was like forced. Everything felt forced in the movie.
Yeah.
And I think that's.
Have you seen did you see the play? Did you see it on Broadway?
No, I did not. And I'm sure that's much better.
Well, no, and I think that's I think the reason I think I liked it is one of the best Broadway shows. I mean, hands down.
That I believe.
It is. And I'm not sure they've ever, and Dina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth. I mean, I think they've tried to kind of replace them on this, but that's still iconic. What I appreciated about the movie was you had two vocalists, Ariana Grande, and I can't ever pronounce her name, but Cynthia Inveru.
I think she bothers me.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is. I think she just bothers me.
Yeah, the vocalist of that, like, what I appreciated was like, man, the soundtrack will be, even though I still really, because it's just the original and it's so powerful, but I appreciated that they brought the theatrical, the Broadway kind of storyline and those to life a little bit more. And I think that's why I was like, oh, this is like, I'm immersed. Like it was the set design, the costumes, all of that was, chef's kiss and all, but I can see where it would maybe rub people.
Yeah, and it's weird too, because I look at the cast and I think they casted everybody perfectly.
Right.
So it isn't really the cast. So what is it? I think it's just too forced. I think they force things on us, and I don't like it. I don't like it.
You're like, I don't want
it. And to me, that was probably a lot to do with Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp was popular. Hey, let's make Johnny Depp.
Right. Let's let him pull out a quirky
and it's like, don't force Johnny Depp down our throats.
Right. With the chiclet teeth. Like we don't need Steve Harvey teeth on Johnny Depp. I love Steve Harvey, but the man has chiclet teeth,
Yeah, that's true. It is true. And I just don't look what I want. If they decide to make another Willy Wonka movie,
like a continuation of Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah, now he was fantastic, but do it in the future when Charlie has the.
That's what we need to see.
Chocolate Factory. I want to see that.
How did Charlie take the legacy?
Right. That's where I wanted to go. I don't want another Willy Wonka movie. Right. I want Charlie to take over from there and what he makes it. That's what I want.
That's right.
You know, they did the prequel, great. I loved it. The
Now it's
standalone
time.
movie, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, great. Him, not so much. And now I want to know what happens after that.
So,
You know, is the
'cause
guy still alive? The kid's still alive?
yes, but you know, that was his only movie.
I know. Let's get him back. Play
He went,
himself.
he never did anything else after that movie and became like an architect or an engineer. And I think he's still working as a maybe he's retired by now, but isn't that crazy?
Wait, how long is it before this movie is free to use public domain?
Oh, I don't know. Because, you know, so it's interesting. So it was, it was 1971, right? When it was
Yeah, I'm not going
done.
to be alive then.
The writer, I know, 1971. The writer, the person that wrote the book, what was his like? I'm gonna have to look up. I was like Dahl, like Robert Dahl.
Yeah, I think that's
And
right.
yeah, and it was so sweet. He wrote it based on he was a chocolate taster for Cadbury.
I see. I need to get that job. If
And
there's
and
a
then he
job
would have
anywhere
like
in the world,
yeah.
that would be a great job.
And so what he was, so as he was like a young, I think it was a very young adult, maybe teenager, early 20s. It was like his first job. He was a chocolate taster. And he said, we were only allowed to be on our line. And he goes, people would go in and out of these rooms and we couldn't see behind the rooms. And so that's where he was creating in his mind, what goes on? Like, are there Oompa Loompas? Are there little, like little people? In his book, he imagined they were little African pygmies, right? That was, and they were called in his book. They were Wimple Scrumpets.
I like that. That's good.
That was the name of the Oompa Loompas. So it was just interesting, to look at like what they did in 1971, and then what they, did in 2005 in the Johnny Depp version. But here's some of the things that I just love, like the behind the scenes little things. So in the original, right? Remember the squirrels? There were like 40 squirrels, and people were trying to figure out like, oh, that had to been, how do they do like that animatronics? No, those were, that was in 2005.
Yeah, that's the 2005.
Tim Burton trained for 19 weeks himself, trained 40 squirrels to sit on the stools and shell nuts. That is amazing.
Yeah, see, and again, like Tim Burton is, a movie genius, right?
Yes.
He's had some great stuff, but it didn't work. It didn't work.
That's fascinating. He trained 40 squirrels.
Yes, that works. I get that part. That's like Alfred Hitchcock training all the birds. He did that because there was no such thing as a bird trainer back then.
Right. And then like so the Chocolate River. So in the 1971, it was polluted water.
Yeah.
It was sewage.
Yeah. It was gross.
It was gross.
But the thought of it is pretty awesome.
It's pretty awesome. So Tim Burton said, we're going to make it real. Took 5 days to fill. It was 245,000 gallons of, like, it was fake chocolate, but it was like not the sweet, like it was produced by the whatever.
Yeah, but he's the reason why we had a shortage of chocolate.
Right. But here's the other thing I love about the first, the whole scenery, the all the kids, when they opened the doors and they saw the Candyland, right? The Chocolate River and all
that
that.
was so awesome.
And how people are like, these were great their facial expressions. Well, that set was hidden from them.
Yes.
So when they opened those doors and they shot, that was
real.
all genuine reactions because they had never seen the set. And it was the first time that they saw the Oompa Loompas.
And the people watching the movie had that same feeling.
Same reaction.
Oh my God, look at this place.
Yes. Yes.
It was amazing. I remember that. I remember seeing that for the first time, and it was the most incredible thing I've ever seen on a movie.
And here's the other thing that's because, of course, how do you get these movies made and how do you get them? So 1971, the film, it was really originally supposed to be Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. They changed it to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory because Quaker Oats was the underwriting sponsor. And they were getting ready to launch a new candy bar.
Oh.
Which failed. It was a product fail.
Yeah.
Because it melted on the shelves within 30 minutes. It didn't have the stabilizers or whatever. But that's why they underwrote it and that's why they were like, hey, because they were coming out with their own chocolate bar.
Yeah, I mean,
they were trying to do some product expansion. It didn't work. And here's the other thing, we all love Gene Wilder. First of all, Young Frankenstein is one of my favorite movies.
Great movie. And everything he does is great.
Everything he does was fantastic. All of this stuff with
Richard Pryor.
Oh. Richard Pryor, who were
Stir Crazy, my favorite one of my favorite comedies.
I mean, they were best friends till the end.
Yeah.
But Robert Dahl, or his name is Roald Dahl. So it's like Ronald, but without the N.
Yeah.
Roald. He did not like Gene Wilder. He didn't like the performance. He was trying to convince the studios to replace him. Crazy. He said it lacked. He was like he needed to bring more darkness. He was too soft. I think that's what made it beautiful.
It's like they tried to do that with Johnny Depp and it didn't go off very well.
No.
And I think you do need to have that softer side,
to have that
kind of a role. You're dealing with kids.
Right. But also it was like, here's a man that has been a recluse.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, he could have had a little bit more evilness, like what Johnny Depp brought out, but in the character. But I think you lose some of that magic. He was just a kid that had been for the love of candy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love them. I love the first movie.
I do too. I watch it every year. Every year. That and Wizard of Oz I watch every year.
And Sound of Music for me. Yeah.
So every year since 1971. So, I mean, that's a lot of times. So I've seen it at least 50 times. Probably more than that.
I believe it. And I read this that Gene Wilder, his one stipulation, because he, the somersault as he's limping, coming out limping, and then he does the somersault. They were like, we're not gonna, we don't like that cut. We're not gonna do it. And he was like, I will walk off this set if that is not kept in. We will end it. He goes, this defines the character.
Yeah.
He knew it. He knew.
Yeah.
He was so good.
He was awesome. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Willy
He's
Wonka
with
go.
Willy Wonka. He's with his beloved now.
Yeah. Oh.
All right. Well, there you go. Ron and the Chocolate Factory.
All right, you're watching us. I'm going to do this as quick as possible. You're watching us on Kick, YouTube, Rumble at Rhode Island Broadcasting, Twitch at RI_broadcasting, and X at Broadcasting RI Live. You can also listen to us on Spotify, Red Circle, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, and now Amazon Music at RI Broadcasting. And you can follow us on all our social medias, MeWe, TikTok, LinkedIn, Blue Sky, Parler, Space,
Hey.
and Gab at RI Broadcasting. And don't forget to follow us on Going On Daily Morning Show on Facebook. It is very important because we want to be able to go live on there and stick it to the man. You can't stop us. You can only hope to contain us. So follow us there. And don't forget to support the show at RhodeIslandBroadcasting.net. There you can donate up to $10 million. And we will take it.
We'll take it.
We will take it. Because you don't want Ron to have to work in some sweatshop chocolate factory as a Oompa Loompa. So please support the show. You can find all the information on all of the hosts on Going On Daily, and of course you can vote on the Going On Daily Hall of Fame. And we are almost done. There's only 2 more days after today.
I voted.
Sound of Music, Psycho, Mary Poppins's.
Love it.
2001: A Space Odyssey, and The Great Escape. The Great Escape is still up by only 1 vote. Now other movies are starting to get votes as well, and this is going to be close.
So who's in the lead? Who's in the lead? Great Escape.
Great Escape by 1, but Sound of Music has been getting some votes. Psycho's been getting some votes, and Mary Poppins has been right on the heels. So it is very important that you click on do the QR code on your phone right now. You don't even have to do anything except go vote. That's it. And you can still watch the show while you're doing it. It'll take like 30 seconds to a minute. Tops.
It's like 15 seconds to vote.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
If you can
so
get
do
your
that.
QR code to work.
Yes, if you can get that to work, yeah. Yeah. All right, so that leads us into real world Wonka factories.
Yes.
And I'll tell you, I'm a bit disappointed that since Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory came out, that none of these idiots did what they did on Willy Wonka. Like, I get you can't float because of bubbles, but why the hell are you not doing what they did on Willy Wonka? I'll never understand the lack of idiots. Well, there isn't a lack of idiots. The lack of ideas that they bring. So I got 8 places around the world that have their Wonka, the real Wonka factory type thing. The first one is actually a restaurant, Toothsome Chocolate Emporium and Savory Feast Kitchen. You know why that hasn't caught on? Because the title is too long. What are you doing?
Who are you talking to?
Stop at Emporium.
Right.
But it's a restaurant that is steampunk styled, which sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So it serves the desserts and drinks. It like way out there milkshakes. That's their thing is the milkshakes. It's in the Universal Orlando City Walk. It's funny because when I went to Orlando like a billion years ago, I don't remember hearing anything about that.
I've never heard that. Where is the City Walk in Orlando?
Yes, the Orlando City Walk, Universal Orlando City Walk.
So is it like the inside the Universal Studios? Like on the theme park?
I don't know. I went to Universal Studios a while back, and I didn't see anything like that. Of course, when I went to Universal, I did have a couple of yards of beer and downed them as fast as possible because I was competing with Jimmy from Liverpool, and we just downed several yards of beer and was pretty much drunk the whole time I was in Universal. All I remember are boats with fire and the Back to the Future ride. That's all I remember of the whole thing.
The Jaws, the old, like I was there not that long ago, and they've really changed the park from when I was there back in like the late 90s, early 2000s, where it was like the Jaws, Back to the Future, the Indiana Jones, which is still there.
Yeah, I think they redid it this past year.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
It's all new now.
And because they have on there like the Star Wars exhibit.
Yeah, you can go in and be in part of it and whatever it is. I'm not a big Star Wars fan. Not a big Star Wars fan.
You don't want to do a Jedi training? You're like, no.
Back to the Future was it. That was the one. That was
it was good.
Jurassic Park. Awesome, right? I'll take those. I think they had Terminator there or something, or was that at Disney? I don't remember. I don't know.
I can't remember. I think that was at Universal.
I thought it was Universal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it did not impress me at all. You sat in these seats, and then things happened, and it was, ooh, ah. No, it was stupid. Nothing happened. All right, so anyway, that is the restaurant. The second one, Tony's Chalk Lonely Superstar. Stupid name, again.
That is
everything. This is why nobody knows about you.
Yeah.
It is in Amsterdam, so people are so high they don't even know you're there. They go in, oh, what's this? I'm hungry. Let's get some chocolate, dude.
Oh my gosh. And where is this?
Amsterdam.
Okay. So they have is it chocolate cannabis?
Oh, I'm sure they had to have, right? They gotta. You can design and personalize your own candy bar. Pretty good. But as you'll see, every one of these does that. But unlike all the others, you can only watch it being made. So you can, I'm going to put this, and this in it, and you have to watch behind a glass as somebody else makes your candy bar. Yeah. Hooray. Oh, but it doesn't cost admission. You go in there, you can eat and do whatever, it's, All right, there's also the Chocolate Kingdom in Orange County, Florida. Chocolate Kingdom. You can tour the chocolate making, all the steps from a cocoa bean to a candy bar. It also has a museum and tastings, and again, you can customize your own chocolate bar. Sound fun? Mason Kaler in Switzerland. There, you get a history of chocolate from back when the Aztecs were alive to now. And you get to hands-on chocolate making. You get to make your own chocolate. It also has a playground for the children and an escape room.
Ooh.
I would look, if they make the escape room chocolate, I'd be impressed. Of course, it would be easy to get out. You just eat through the wall, but that's besides the point. So that is Mason Kaler. Then there's the Lindt, home of chocolate. There, it has a 9-meter tall chocolate fountain, 9 meters. You can have tastings and you can create your own chocolate bar. They all have that one. So it's not really that impressive. You
Right.
might think Lint would have been the one to do the Wonka thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. They have a fountain. That's all they got. They didn't want to make a river. They just put a fountain.
That's boring.
But like, you can go to bakeries and some of them places have chocolate fountains.
Right. Like if you're going to be a chocolate factory,
Yes. Yes.
make it Willy
Do it
Wonka-ish.
right. Yes, do it right. This one was a good one, and it's pictured down by your corner. Shiroi Koibito Park in Japan. So they have a cookie decorating workshop where you can go in and they give you 6 different flavors of chocolate, and you can decorate your own cookie how you want it, and you get to take the cookie home with you. They also where is it? I just lost it. They also have this thing, sweet illumination, as you can see by all the lights in that corner. They have like 110,000 lights on display in the park outside the factory. And it's pretty beautiful. Like, that is awesome. I would go there just for the lights, never mind the chocolate. You know, it's nice. It's beautiful. Who doesn't like lights like that? It should be like that all year round around here. I would love that. Anyway, so that's in Japan, and now we start getting to the thick of things, right? These last two are as close as you're gonna come to Wonka. Hershey's Chocolate World in Pennsylvania, Hershey, Pennsylvania. There you get a trolley tour. Go on a trolley, not a riverboat, but a trolley. Not bad. And let me see, where is it? Create your own candy bar and wrapper. You get to make the wrapper too. So it could be the Ron bar.
Oh, fun. You can name it. They produce
You
it.
can name it whatever you want.
Nice.
So it could be like Milky Way JJ.
Oh, I like that.
Right?
She's a little nuts. With just a little nuts.
Yes, you put the little yes. Yes. You can also stuff a giant Reese's cup. I don't know if they're giving you the peanut butter to put in.
Oh, I've seen that. Like, yeah. Yes.
You're stuffing it with something. I guess you have a choice, and there's also tastings. And this right here is one of the rides you can do at Hershey's. And I found it funny that they have a kid pointing in this picture, and then in Cadbury, they have a kid pointing as well.
What are they pointing at?
I don't know. Something that was exciting. Oh, look at that, Mom! I don't know. Is it the same family is what I'm asking. No, I don't think so.
No. Different family.
Yeah, different family. I don't know. That kid, the girl looks like maybe the girl that's pointing over here. I don't know. Could be the same kid. Definitely not the same parents.
No.
And they replaced this boy with that boy. All right, so Hershey's Chocolate World. I would like to go there. That's on my bucket list. I don't know why I haven't gone yet. Cadbury World, to me, is probably the best.
Where is Cadbury World located?
Birmingham, England.
Oh. That's where Mr. Doll was eating his little tasty.
Yeah, they have 14 different zones you can explore and they use those words, explore.
Wow.
So you can just wander around aimlessly and probably get lost, maybe. Find yourself in a trap door down to,
I wonder if they rethought opening up these rooms based after Robert or Ronald or Roald, Mr. Dahl, wrote the book and the movie came out, and he was like, I was always wanting to know, like, what's behind that?
Maybe. Yeah,
And
maybe.
they said, you know what?
Maybe
We
he
see
was
your
in the
imagination.
Cadbury factory.
Yeah.
He might have been. But listen to this. They have an Aztec jungle, which they're saying that Aztecs created chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
So an Aztec jungle, and I hope it's made out of chocolate.
Let's hope.
They have a 4D cinema, the ones with the chairs that move and stuff.
Right.
So 4D cinema.
Oh.
They have a Cadabra ride, and I don't know what a Cadabra ride is. It could be this. I don't know.
I don't know.
It could be.
It could be like the trolley on the river.
It could be. You know, but with a name like Cadabra, it has to have some magic.
It does. Needs to be like the Wonka River.
Right.
That
and then a chocolate.
The chocolate, it's got to have it.
Yeah, so it has a Chocolate Quest laser ride as well.
Ooh.
Sounds impressive. And then, of course, you have the tastings. You can taste all the chocolates that they make. And they call it Have a Go. And that means you get to go and make your chocolate.
How much does it cost to do this? Because this sounds like
I was afraid to look, to be honest with you. I was afraid to look.
Because this is not like an hour tour, like you're doing a bourbon, tasting, and this is like a full day experience.
Yes, and it's probably, I would find it hard to believe if it's less than $50 a person.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's like the same ticket as like Disney.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I'm looking it up right now. Cadbury.
That seems to be the best one.
Factory tour. Yeah, that's the one I would. Like if you're gonna do it, okay, tickets, and it's Cadbury World. Oh my goodness, you're gonna be shocked.
Oh my God, how much?
It's like $25-$35.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I wonder if when you get in there, do you have to like other little things you got to pay for? And kids under 2 are free.
Oh, that's great. See, now I have more respect for Cadbury than ever.
Like if you booked in advance right now, like if you know that you're going to England next month or whatever, it's $19. If you buy them in advance.
Oh my God, booking ahead, only $19.
Yep.
I mean, you can't even buy popcorn and a drink for $19 at a movie.
Right. And then if you go on the day, it's like $30 a person, but you can do packages for a family of 4. Now this is in euro, so mind that.
It's a
but I see what that. So, but then there's like the add-ons, just like Disney. If you want to do one of the afternoon teas or a character meal, those are extras. Yeah. But they're still like $20, $30 a person, and they have packages for family.
Oh my God!
If you do all like the Cadbury World plus like one attraction, they'll bundle those things, and it's like, yeah, you could do an entry and then one of the afternoon teas or one of like the character things, and it's like $35 or €35.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now,
Yeah.
that to me, that is a day of entertainment, and especially if you have kids. Oh my God, good Lord! If you're going to England, bring your
You need to
kids and go
go
to
to
Cadbury.
Cadbury World. And it looks like they have some bundling of, hey, look, if you're here, you can get entry to Cadbury World, the Warwick Castle, the Legoland Discovery Center, all in Birmingham. And if you buy all those together, you get a package of like $55.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Legoland too? Oh my
Yeah.
God. I'm all in.
They
All
want
in.
visitors because they know what's going to happen they venture you out into the
Yeah,
gift room and they're going to buy product.
absolutely. So they know. Make it affordable, and your people are going to eat in these
They're
places.
going to eat at these places. That's right. That's right.
100% worth it. 100%.
Yeah.
And
So
Danny's
that's
here.
good
Good
to
morning,
know.
Danny.
Oh, good morning.
We are talking. Look, we're talking chocolate. We did Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and we also did Wonka at the beginning. So if you
We're
missed it, you
talking
got to check
chocolate.
that out. And now we talked real world Wonka factories, which once I read those, and I was kind of disappointed in most of them.
Looks like Cadbury World is
Cadbury wins to me. But then I thought, maybe, what if I had my chocolate factory?
Oh.
I had to. This just spawned into a whole nother thing. Look, if I had my own chocolate factory, you think I'd be doing this like the chocolate factory down in wherever that was? You don't do anything.
Right.
Nothing happens except unless you go to Cadbury. That's pretty decent. But I would do a hell of a lot more than Cadbury because I would have my chocolate river. Have to. And of course, the edible Candyland area like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I would have to have that, right? Just take a bite out of a lollipop growing out of the ground. I would have to have all that. And of course, when you go in, you have to have the flavored wallpaper. You have to.
Right.
That's a must. Must. My schnozberries taste like schnozberries. And you know how they have the Aztec jungle at Cadbury?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's chocolate, but if it's not, they went wrong because I would definitely have my chocolate forest. All those trees would be chocolate. And the leaves, they would probably have to be some sort of a candy. The leaves on the trees.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd do the pot leaves. I don't think I'd do that.
Not the pot leaves. Or like some like candied fruit, like you pop it and it's like a candy apple.
Yes. Right?
Or like how all these trends on social media, these influencers that are going to these candy shops, these chocolatiers. The biggest one I think is like in Paris, but they're making these pastries that look like fruit, like and they're made with whatever the fruit, if it's like a pear, and they're beautiful. I mean, they're so real life. I want to walk into like an orchard,
right,
with that where you're like
pluck it down and eat it, right? Yeah. And I would have that at my chocolate factory. It would be at my chocolate factory. It's a must. It's a must.
Or the guy that's on, have you seen the guy that's on YouTube that's like the chocolate man that makes, he's kind of hired by corporate, whatever, that he builds these, a sled with Santa and reindeer, life size, but all in chocolate. Or have you seen him? Have you seen?
No, I'm going to be looking for him
like
after
a whole
the show,
bar, like a bar for Crown Royal, and made but everything's out of chocolate and candy. That's
Yes.
what you need to have. Like even like the tables and chairs. It's at
Yeah.
chocolate.
Yeah. We gotta move on. I just noticed it's 11:30. Got to show
Oh
at
my
12
God,
o'clock.
yeah.
We got
meetings
15
to
minutes
go
to finish the
Ralph.
show. So ending it with, I'd have a chocolate spa.
Oh yes.
I'd have a chocolate water slide that leads into a chocolate pool.
Nice.
And finally, I would have the chocolate zoo and aquarium. How would I pull that off? Well, there'd be chocolate bunnies, chocolate bears, chocolate reindeer, chocolate frogs, whatever it may be. I'd also have giant gummy bears, giant gummy worms. I'd have the giant gummy sharks in the aquarium part, giant animal crackers, all of that stuff. It would all be in there. The zoo would be filled and the aquarium would be filled as well.
I love it. And now where would you put this? Where would you build this magical factory?
Probably somewhere in New England, because I like I like living in New England. I would stay in New England.
You stay in New England.
Yeah.
All right.
Because you can't. It would be really tough to do it in, around the equator area. The chocolate, everything would melt.
Would never melt.
If you have a air conditioning problem, you're screwed. Another lively update. What do we got?
Oh my goodness. Have you been seeing any of this news?
I haven't seen news in a long time. except what our lovely administration is doing. That's all I've seen.
Oh, well, we're not going to go there.
No, we're not going to go there. Ryan has already been upset once today. I don't need to.
You don't need to. Well, I don't know. It's like, okay, so the latest thing is in this last few weeks, they have released and made available to the public, the files have been of all the depositions and what I would consider the receipts from both sides of. And those were uploaded into the court document. So the text messages between Blake and Taylor Swift, the text messages and between and emails between Blake and Ryan to actors and their friends like Matt Damon, John Krasinski, and it's interesting. So here's going to be just my take on it. I get Taylor, the Swiftie. She's backed away from Blake. I mean, the lawsuit.
Smart.
The lawsuit went into effect. It was December of 2024, right? And the claim with and then Baldoni kind of did the countersuit and then uploaded all of his receipts.
Right.
And it seemed like Taylor was kind of on Blake's side of because her text, even up to the point of in October and November, that Taylor knew, according to these texts, that Blake was working with the New York Times to give them exclusive that she was filing a lawsuit against him. So it was clear that Taylor knew that she was working with the New York Times and, and was just kind of being that go girl, get them, do all that. But it's interesting that it was after Justin then countersued and said, oh, you're 40 pieces of receipts that kind of prove I did it. Here's 400 that give context to all of that.
Yes.
It seems like immediately that's when Taylor was like, whoa. And now people are saying, no, she's just now recently backing, had just started kind of backing away from her after kind of the lawsuit was getting kind of heavy. And I was like, I think Taylor was only getting a one-sided.
Right. Blake is only telling her the parts that she's pregnant,
right,
and it makes her look good and
right.
makes him look bad.
So
but
the whole
story is the whole story.
Right. And so the text messages between them were like acknowledging that Blake was going to bring Justin into her, invite him to the house. She was like, you need to show him how powerful my friends are. You need to convince him that, I need to run the edit, that it's my way. And then we're going to use your music and he would be great. So it was like, hey, and then her messages to Justin was like, hey, I'm under the weather. Can we just have a nice conversation? Can you come to my apartment? We can talk about it. And Justin was like, I was blindsided. I walked in and there was, Taylor and Gigi Hadid and, people. And he was like, I felt pressured to basically give in. And it was all schemed in the, very purposeful. But what's wild is the Ryan's going, I'm not really involved in this, but then you see how involved he really was and how much he was pressuring like Sony's emails back and forth. They were like going to Justin going, we feel your pain, dude. She's a terror. She is literally a terrorist and has been trying to take this. And then they revealed like the messages between the Lively and Ryan camp and Sony executives. And they're like, you guys are overstepping. You are overstepping your bounds.
Yeah.
And so, a lot of the things that were like the most appalling that kind of gets like called out of, in Justin's deposition, Lively's lawyer is like spending 30 minutes on questioning why did he talk about his dick, his penis, of why did he like out of the blue just start talking that he was snipped or whatever. And then, Baldoni was like, stop it. Wait a minute. He was like, I didn't do that out of context. He said, and because that was one of the reasons that Blake had said that she was really uncomfortable, that she felt like she was being sexually harassed. Well, then he was like, well, stop, wait a minute. Let's put this in context. That was brought up when I was invited. I had already bought the rights. We were looking for cast, and somehow like the Sony team and the Wayfair team heard that Blake might be interested. So it was she had just had her baby. She was at home. She was breastfeeding. And she was like, look, I can't come into a formal meeting. Come to my apartment. Now, again, this was like a year before or 6 months before they even assigned like that she was even going to come in and be a part of it. And he was like, I come in. He was like, there are nurses, there's kids, they're both PA, like they're personal assistants, they're agents. They're all in this room. And where he goes, I'm making the pitch for why she would make to be a good a good role for the Lily role. And Ryan makes a comment of like, we have another girl. Thank God we don't have to have, being circumcised or something. Are you circumcised? And he was like, I answered the question. He goes, but we're all parents. He was like, it was very natural. Everybody was kind of talking about their belief in circumcision. So he goes, it wasn't just me bringing it up like out of context. And he goes like, and really, if she was that uncomfortable after that, like, then why did she continuously have additional meetings with me, tell me how she was encouraged? And what's coming out is they saw him in that first meeting and said, we can take over. He is naive. This is we're a powerhouse.
Yes.
I'm going to be involved in this so I can take it over.
Yes.
So it's really kind of bringing to light. He has really the case for it. They've smeared him. Like even all the text messages of like between all the cast, she had been undermining him and smearing him through. And it's just you know, and Ryan now like, but the what I find is really unprofessional is, so the studio, you know, Justin had his cut and Blake had her cut, right? That she demanded, I want to cut my own movie. And they said, and Sony was kind of playing both sides. They're like, it's Justin's movie. He doesn't have to give you the cut. So Ryan starts going, if you want me to ever do any kind of business with you, kind of very much bully tactics, our cut's better.
Yes.
And so they were like, well, we'll test both cuts. So they did. They did audience testing with both cuts. And then she was like, okay, so we're doing the premiere. We're going to release this. We're going to use my cut. And Sony is like, Blake, your cut is not testing well. It's Justin's cut that's testing better. And she said, I'm going to put on my own screening with professionals that are in the business. And we're going to see what their take is. So that was the emails and the messages that then Ryan sent to Matt Damon and his wife and John and Emily Blunt and some of their friends, like, come to our house. We're going to do a special screening. I want you to see Blake's cut, and you need to then tell us and tell our friends at Sony how great this is, because Justin is blah 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 blah. This set, you don't understand the torment. Blake's had to do everything. She's had to be HR. She's had to be wardrobe designer, set designer. She wrote the entire script, had to rewrite the entire script. She's had to play director. She's had to do all this.
And this is the problem.
Right. And that
she's not working
language that she used. And also, because to get your SAG card for being your PGA, your producer card, you had to also be endorsed. So that's what the whole game was. Of she wanted her PGA letters after her, and this was the way that they were going to use it. And it's very clear, like if you read all of that. And now Ryan yesterday is like doubling down to go, I wasn't mean enough and I wasn't explicit enough about my hate for Justin and how much he harassed my wife on the set.
Yeah, I mean it's all BS.
But I kind of lost a little respect for Ryan.
And
I lost a lot of it before, but it's yeah.
Danny says that's why I don't look up to celebrities.
Oh, you shouldn't. Don't have that parasocial. Don't put personalities in front of your principals. Nope. It is all of that. Nope. I agree. But there you go. That's the lively update. The court date has been set for May 18th of this year. So we'll see. All right. Are we going through it? Are we going through the top 5?
We got like 2 minutes to do this. So I'm going to try to do it as quick as possible. Yeah. So in honor of Mr. Tom Selleck's birthday, I decided to do my top 5 favorite Toms or Thomases.
Okay.
Toms or Thomases. Now there's all kinds. There's a lot of athletes, of course. Tom Hankey, Tomas Musta, Tom Gordon, Tommy John, Tom Barrasso. There's a lot of Toms. Thomas Dolby. Remember him?
Yeah.
She blinded me with science. Tommy Hilfiger. Thomas Gibson from Criminal Minds. Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Edison. Tommy Lee, Thomas Hardy, the author, and Tom Hardy, the actor. Tom Hiddleston did not make my list. Thomas Paine, Tom Bergeron. Funniest videos? Tom Wopat from Dukes of Hazzard. Tom Waits. Tommy Lee Jones didn't make my list. Tom Felton. Thomas Sangster from Phineas and Ferb. Tom Clancy, the author. Tom Baker, Doctor Who. Tom Smothers. And Tom Fogarty, part of Clearance Clearwater Revival, all did not make my list. Who did make the list? Yes. Honorable mentions, Tommy Chong.
As he's
funny. He's funny. Had to be in there, right? Tom Selleck made the list. Probably wouldn't have, but she was like my mom's favorite. It was him, Joe Montana, and a couple other people that she really liked. Burt Reynolds, but Tom Selleck was her guy.
Loved him.
So I had to put him in honor of my mom. So he had to make the list. And it's his birthday, so he had to be in there for that.
Of course.
Other than that, I wouldn't have him in. Tom Jones. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. I have Tom Jones in there, right? Atlanta pitcher Tom Glavine. Good pitcher, right? And my bubble, for bubble, number 6, Tom Bosley, Mr. Cunningham.
Mr. Cunningham.
Gotta love him, right?
And he was also sheriff from Murder, She Wrote.
Yes. Yes. How do you not like Tom Bosley, right? If you were to replace your dad with anybody, it would be Tom Bosley. Tom Bosley, the backup dad. All right, so number 5. Number 5, I have Tom Holland. Spider-Man. I think he does a great job, but I've seen him in other movies, and he's fantastic.
Oh, my
gosh. Get a chance, see the movie Cherry.
Oh, I've heard he is fantastic.
Woo! What a great movie that is. That's his best movie, bar none. Spider-Man is great. Yeah, okay. But Cherry, wow, that is the cherry on top of his career.
Have you seen him in the movie? It was he was so young in it, but it was the one with the tsunami that had.
Yes.
I can't remember what that was called.
I haven't seen it.
What is it called? I'm looking to go. Shoot. What is it? It's going to bother me. It's on the.
Patience, Danny. Patience.
What is the movie?
All right. Well, you're trying to think of it. I'm going to continue because we got to get going. Number 4 is the guy with the guitar right underneath you, Tom Petty.
The Impossible. That's what it was.
I did not see it, but it is on my list.
It's got Naomi Watts, Ewan McGregor. It is a young Tom Holland.
Yes.
The emotional, it is.
He's a good actor.
He's a very good actor. Yeah.
All right. So Tom Petty, number 4. Not a very handsome man, but, not really a great voice either, but I love his music. Love his music.
He's an artist.
He is. But it did not compare to number 3, Tom from Tom and Jerry.
Of course.
Love Tom and Jerry. And Tom gets no respect, not even from a little mouse. So Tom is number 3. And like Danny said, how about Tom Hanks, Ron? Well, Tom Hanks made it to number 2. Right there. He's all happy because he knew not only the GOAT of football, but the GOAT of all Toms is Tom Brady. Number 1, Tom Brady, TB12, number 1. Best Tom. And he's smiling. He knew it too. He's laughing. He's like, I knew. You had me in the middle. I knew I was number 1. So Tom Brady, my number 1 Tom.
Who are you rooting for on Sunday?
Are you serious? You're asking me that? Who's number 1? Tom Brady, right?
All right, Ron. I'm rooting for
It's going to be a repeat of when Seattle thought they were going to win and they decided to throw the ball, but he threw it to Butler and the Patriots win. The Patriots win. The Patriots win. We're going to see it again. Seattle going to get their heart broken again. Again. All right. We got to get out of here. It is late. I got another show to do in 10 minutes now.
Oh, yeah. We got to go.
And I have to do the graphics.
You'll be fine.
So come back Saturday. Come back Saturday. Oh, that's the wrong graphics. But Saturday, Hello Chaos podcast for JJ. So got to check that out. Go look that up. But Saturday is Lena and Sharon.
That'll be a good one.
So they've been together once before, and they're going to do it again. They're running it back, and it should be a great show. We'll see everybody. Danny, thank you for being here, as always. We'll see everybody next time in 10 minutes from now. Holy shift balls. Have a great day.
Keep going. Thanks, Ron.